Hi, Kevin Blanche, back on the Japanese meltdown nightmare. I'm going to get back to the reason why I believe that there is no media coverage and why this is being freaking dummied down to the 10th power. I mean, I've got tons of people coming at me, you know. They're trying to freaking control the world population, blah, 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 blah. Look, as far as conspiracy theories go, I'll give you my take in just a minute on all conspiracy theories, what my take is and my view. But let's remember this. Human beings, a certain group of human beings, especially when they have filthy, stinking, grotesque fucking wealth. And I'm not talking fucking 100,000 a year, or 200,000 a year, or 30,000 a year, or fucking 10,000 a year like most of the fucking world in the United States is earning now. And the bullshit fucking government fucking numbers they throw out. Now there's a fucking conspiracy. The fucking government CPI, PPI number. I can get into that all fucking day. Now there's a fucking conspiracy. Fucking Alan Greenspan, the fucking greatest manipulator of fucking the science fiction economist. But anyway, I want to talk about the nuclear regulatory agencies in the United States. A lot of you people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. The guy who runs the whole fucking show, that skinny, strange-looking fucking Skeletor face, bald-headed fucking kid, you know what his background is in nuclear fucking energy? Nuclear anything? Zero. Nothing. You know how he got that job? It was a gift to Harry Reid. He's Harry Reid's one of his point boys. He came out of his freaking staff. It's a gift job. He has a clue. He's on the Hill testifying. He couldn't tell you an isotope from a fucking spent fuel rod. He has no fucking clue. The spent fuel rods are stored here in the fucking U.S. And the whole fucking Yucca Mountain fucking issue is a fucking joke. I mean, what the fuck? You know, and I have an answer to this. They're storing all these fucking spent fuel rods on fucking site in the United fucking States. You know that's fucking fact. And you know, when they first built these, I remember this debate in the 70s and the 80s. Oh, we have a plan for these. We have a plan for these. Fuck, they ain't got no plan. This kid has no fucking clue. It was a gift fucking job. I mean, and you think about it, you want to talk Harry, you think Harry Reid's a Democrat? Wow. Wow, I know Harry Reid. I know all about him. You know, I'm right here. Harry Reid is a Mormon. You do know he's a Mormon. He is so he's a neocon conservative. He ran on when he first ran for the Senate in Nevada, he was up against a Republican. He's a Republican, hardcore dug-in neocon. He ran on the Democratic ticket to get, just like our governor here, John Huntsman. You know, I know John Huntsman. John Huntsman, you know, people are saying he's going to run. John Huntsman is smart enough. So you got to realize, like in a place like the state of Utah, we have one-party politics. A Democrat has no chance, and we have a one-party politics in this state for so long, we don't even have debates on issue. We don't even discuss issues. We don't discuss nothing. Because these people are so fucking moron. They just go check the elephant. So Huntsman ran as a fucking elephant. He's the most progressive person I've ever fucking known. He's the biggest liberal the state's ever seen. I love the fucking guy. I wish he would fucking run for president. I wish he'd fucking win. Fuck the Kool-Aid fucking... My next door neighbor over here is a state fucking legislator who's a fucking moron. I have him on tape. Fucking, you know, he's a guy who tried to repeal the 17th Amendment of the Constitution when he didn't even know what the 19th was. I got him on fucking tape. Look, the 17th Amendment, you do know they wanted to repeal the direct election of fucking senators. Think about that. They want to appoint them. Well, that's what goes on in Utah. That's how we get our politicians. It's caucus between the Republican Party behind closed fucking doors. Every single Republican wins. Every fucking regardless. Harry Reid did the same thing in Nevada. He ran an opposing party to get elected. He's a neocon. He gave this guy this fucking job. This kid, he's on the Hill. Why do you think when these guys are trying to interview him, he just bolts fucking out? This is a fucking joke. This is a national fucking joke. This is hideous. So people get all wound up about conspiracy theories and they're thinking about fucking the monitoring system you can't trust. You're right, you can't fucking trust. And let me tell you, anti-conspiracy theory guys. Yes, 90% of all conspiracy theories are fucking crackpot. But the fucking 10% of the truth seems like they've all happened in the last fucking decade. Look, I'm an ex-Wall Streeter. And I could prove how the government fucking plays games. Greenspan started this. And they call him, you know Greenspan's an Ayn Rander. You do know that. He's a free market. He believes Ayn Rand is a fucking economist. These freaks really believe Ayn Rand's a freak. She's a counterculture to fucking Lenin. Fucking, she was born and raised in fucking Russia. She's a science fiction, completely insane, mentally ill fucking wacko. Look, in the 90s, when I was on Wall Street, these guys started mousing numbers, which would have you'd have gone to fucking jail for it. Greenspan started fucking cheating fucking them. And when Bush got in fucking power, it was on. Look, these guys want to tell you the CPI and the PPI rose over the last decade. Fucking, right around fucking 3% annually. Oh, really? Oh, really? We're not, are we fucking that fucking stupid? Are we that fucking stupid? 1999, you think about this. Gasoline was $1.34 a gallon. Okay? When Bushy Boy fucking stole the election. There's your other conspiracy. The Saudis flown out of the country. It's all true. I mean, so much, and everybody gets all wound up about the 9/11 conspiracies, you know, and they're like, oh, these guys are crazy. Oh, really? Are they fucking crazy? We've been in a fucking Afghanistan for 10 fucking years? 10 fucking years? We attack Iraq, had another, I mean, keep throwing fuel. There were Saudis, and fuck, we can't go. I mean, granted, I mean, some of these conspiracy theories get out in fucking la-la-ville, but, you know, don't discount them. Don't fucking discount it, because we see what's going on. Back to the CPI and the PPI, which the Consumer Price Index, Producer Price Index, is supposed to tell us what inflation is doing in this fucking country. They want to tell us it rose to 3% over the last decade? Okay, I'm an economist. Gold, over the last decade, you know how much it's up? 600%. Oil, you know how much oil's up? 1,100%. Median price of a house, 300%. I can go on and on. Do you want to go commodities? And so these guys are saying 3%. When actually, on an annualized basis, we're growing at fucking 20 fucking. I was in Manhattan, this young actuary, and actuaries are guys who run the life insurance fucking industry, which is another mega corrupt fucking industry. I mean, if you're buying fucking life insurance, fuck, talk about a scam. Kind of like your 401k. Give us your money for 50 fucking years. We'll promise to fucking give it back so you can buy yourself Viagra and diapers. America's been conned. They have been conned, and it's all happened. Then I get people come at me about fucking going back to NAFTA. You can't fucking argue fucking NAFTA. God, that was a 20-year goer. Oh, really? Oh, really? We can't go back. So you people out there, step back just 11 years. Let's just step back 11, 12 years and think about this fucking country. Was that really that long ago? You know, Clinton was president. Remember they tried to impeach him? Probably the most prosperous times this country's ever had in its history. A surplus, downsizing the fucking military. Things were going fucking good in this fucking country. We were on our way. Now, granted, Greenspan was up to, and you guys can tell me, come back at me and say, yeah, that's when this shit all started. And you might be right. You might be fucking right. Time will fucking tell. But, I mean, the proof's in the fucking pudding. But the Tom DeLays of the world and these fucking hair-sprayed up fucker. Oh, yeah, Tom DeLay's going to prison, isn't he? He got convicted on, oh, you think he'll spend a day in jail? He's supposed to. He got convicted on all fucking money laundering crimes. Remember they tried to impeach him? You know, so you're going to get this fringe fucking radical fucking right. You could have fucking Jesus Christ himself sitting on the freaking pedestal, and these guys would try to impeach him if he called himself a liberal. I mean, so you think about all of it. So when it comes to conspiracy, and here's my theory. I'm Freudian. Human beings don't need to conspire together. Their own inherent sickening fucking greed will fucking handle it for them. Look, when you're talking sickening, grotesque greed, like board of directors have on corporations, and the far right, and everybody says, oh, you get too into politics. No, I'm talking about philosophy, about the far right philosophy, who's empowered fucking wealth and power. And our fucking, we have toxic down this earth so fucking hardcore. I mean, I keep telling my students when I was teaching, you know, and I tell everybody, go back and read 1964, Rachel Carson's Silent Spring. Go read that book about how fucking Dow Chemical was fucking killed. They killed her. She was a brilliant scientist. And when I go up on scientists, I'm talking about the nuclear fucking energy scientists, not any others. I love other scientists. I'm talking about nuclear scientists because the nuclear scientist is like this. He's anal and he's got a fucking agenda. They're fucking killing us. This fucking, you know, I've been watching reports on autism. Now there's scientists coming out and saying that, you know, which I've read these freaking things, these studies years ago, that all this difficult fucking environmental fucking pollution that's out there. These guys have been fucking let loose. There's been no control. This free market. You have pure fucking unadulterated fucking capitalism. This is what you get. This country's never been pure unadulterated capitalism. Till now. I mean, they're fucking taking money out of the food supply. You seen all these reports coming on the fucking beef. And as far as people, if you're all paranoid about fucking nuclear radiation and all this, there ain't a fucking thing you can do. You can go crawl in a fucking hole in a cave. It ain't gonna fucking work. So there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. And just like one of my posters says, he says, you know, somebody says, well, we'll get 3 eyeballs. And he says, if it was only that fucking sensationalized. It's not. You know, you won't even know you fucking been exposed. There ain't one fucking thing you can't run, you can't hide, you can't smell it, you can't fucking taste it. We're fucking getting this country exposed, and it is human beings and their inherent sickening fucking greed. We've empowered sickening greed, and it's been the far right that's empowered them. The CNBCs of the fucking world, the Alan Greenspans of the fucking... Alan Greenspan will be viewed in history as the most evil fucking creep that ever fucking walked. He's gonna fucking be on the pedestal right up there with fucking, maybe fucking Lenin and not John. You know... That's the type of creep this fucker is, and he got power. And look, and if you think things change in politics, they don't fucking change, and they're never going to change. And I get people coming to me all the time. I know that. You know, for a long time. But Volcker was part of the Fed, and he was a demand side guy way back. Bernanke is a hard-to-the-right Republican. I mean, so when Obama got elected, he had to jump fucking to the center and play ball because America is ignorant. The ignorance of America is empowered. They have 51% of the debate. You know, I started this whole study as a social study on human beings and people. I've learned a fucking lot, I'll tell you that. Stay with me. I'm going to stay on this subject as much as I can. Radiation's here. It's here. It's on. They don't give a fuck. And the guy running the fucking show is a kid who was at a Harry Campaign's fucking campaign who has no experience whatsoever. He couldn't tell you a fucking spent fuel rod from a fucking, you know, from his dick. Kevin Blanch.